Hello, YouTube man. This is football talk for real, for a different point of view. Your host, TNT-EL. I'm going to be interviewing the Denver Broncos #1 fan that don't even live in Denver. Wow. He's going to give you some insight on the Broncos. Also, we're going to be getting ready to preview this upcoming draft this week, and we're going to dig into a few teams as we head towards the season. Alright. Um, if you like the channel, you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. If you want to just go ahead and give me some likes up. Or, as we say, uh, like it up. TD. Touchdown. Alright. So, I'm going to be interviewing my brother, Abo. Brief little history on Abo. Um, he, in my opinion, is one of the most slept on people in the United States dealing with football. I mean, I've coached football for over 15 years, little league and high school, as far as I took it, but I was pretty good. I mean, I'm not cheating on him, but his knowledge on football, he gets me sometimes. I'm like, man, because he goes into analytics and stats, but he don't have to feed off the stats. He's giving you the stats broken down without stats for the most part. He can call some stats. I'm not saying he can't do that, but he takes all that and brings it to you more clean, so you can just say, "Hey, that's what it is." You know, sometimes a lot of people get caught up in the numbers, and numbers they facts. I'm not denying that, but how you express those numbers through words, he's really good at that. Um, for the last few years, we had been thinking about putting a channel together like this, and what we did was we would just test ourselves. We would just pick some teams and who we thought was going to win and lose and what it was about. And then he loved the Broncos, I love the Ravens. I also dealt with the 49ers. And his information on the Broncos is like, wow. Now, I'm not saying he know more than some other people, but I bet you can go toe to toe with the best. And the best probably would have a hard time dealing with him. Not even in an organization. I'm thinking he can challenge the people in the Denver Bronco organization on their own history. You heard it from me, TNT-EL. So we're going to be interviewing him tomorrow. Another thing, we're going to go back and we're going to pull up some of his childhood histories and how he became to that point. He's a very charismatic type fellow, and he expresses himself with very good conviction. No fluff there. He gives it to you raw, and I gotta give it to him. He's 75, 85% right. And when you picking games and pulling teams, you know, if you ever tried to pick games, whether you're gambling or not, that's your thing. And you say, man, this is tough. Well, little bro me, and he ain't even gamble. If he was gambling with it, putting that money up, yeah, I would have to say so. But we have gotten to the point now where it's time to put it to the test. So what we're going to do is we're going to start it now here in May. Well, May is on its way. It's the end of April. But after this draft, basically what we're doing is we're starting this channel right before the draft, and we're going to walk you through the rest of the season. I guarantee you, next time this year, some of you going to wish y'all took some of those. Some of y'all going to wish y'all took some of the information that my brother was going to give to you. You're like, man, he was right on it. So this year is basically our what you call our beta phase for running this. We don't guarantee anything. Disclaimer. We basically giving our thoughts and information. That's a disclaimer. You do that at your own risk. We don't have inside information, so it makes it really tough for us. You got some people, you got a lot of people out here. That's their job. Get close to the team, get in the locker room, get the mental psyche. And what we're able to do, to a degree, is to pierce through that psyche. We ain't got no inside source. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And without that, we are a strong handicap, to say the least. And with saying that, I guarantee you, our numbers will put up with the rest of them. Now I'm saying I'm guaranteed on my own opinion. So if you take that information, that's my opinion. But if it's true, then it's facts. But that's the only guarantee I can give you. It's my opinion. You can take it and make it a fact. And nobody's 100% in this game. If that was the case, there'd be a lot more guys doing it with success. So we basically taking the veil, we're breaking it down, we're watching everything that everybody else is watching, but we have a different perspective. I can't give you all that. I can just express it. We have a different perspective of how we look at the game. And based upon that perspective, we are very precise. Alright. Now, we're only talking wins and losses. Okay? So let's say, for example, and that's tough in itself, I will say that. But some of y'all like to play the over and under game. We're not going to get too much into that until the season comes around. We'll get into the over and under game. But right now, we're going to just walk a little slow, and we're going to we'll have an over and under thing. That's not really what we're going to dig into, but who's going to win and lose? I guarantee you, the analysts, the pros on TV, the analysts, the commentators, Skip Bayless. I like Shannon a lot. Shannon, you sharp. Shannon, you are sharp. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. And I gotta give my boy a little shout out to a lot of brothers and people. They have a hard time with Stephen A. I don't really have a hard time with Stephen A. Stephen A. He got some good perspective. A lot of good perspective. I'm not even gonna say some good perspective. I like Stephen A. And I like how he used to beat up on Skip. I used to like Stephen A. beating up on Skip. Skip is just like the person that come in the house that just goes against the grain just because he don't want to agree with everybody else. So he's going to keep that mindset. Skip, shout out to you too. Stephen A. I like Stephen A. I mean, he made me watch First Take for a long time, and I think something came up. I'm not going to get a whole lot into that, and it kind of threw me a little bit. But shout out to Stephen A. And so we're going to be doing things like that. We also are going to be talking about, this is, like I say, this is a football talk for real, a different point of view. We're also going to start to get into like storyline things as the season unfolds. We're going to bring it to you. We're going to give you our perspective on it. When guys break records, when guys have bad games, when guys get injured. We're going to go through it and give you our perspective on it. And some of it will be in detail, and some of it will be subjective, to say the least. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button if you like what you see, or if you be interested in catching this interview with the #1 Denver Bronco fan coming up. Don't miss it. This is your boy, TNT-EL. Shout out YouTube, everybody, and peace and blessings. Take it easy.